Hi there. I am Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. I am a soul sculptor. I help you break the mold of past experiences that may have left you feeling less than, lost, confused, fearful, or miserable so that you can live the life of your dreams. One of the things that has helped me transform my life exponentially and very quickly was trusting my intuition. You know, for the longest time, I was given guidance and I fought it. I ignored it and I argued with it. You know, being a pig-headed and stubborn mule in the past, and I'm saying in the past, I used to get guidance every single day. I had a landscape business in Georgia, and I'd go out to the barn, and some tool, whether it was a rake, a shovel, a pickaxe, maybe a tarp, was highlighted with a glow around it. And me, using my own methodology, I would say, I don't need that particular tool for this job. I'm doing sod today, or I'm planting trees today. I don't need that. And then I would get to the job site, I would do the work, I'd get 3/4 of the way done, and then go, I could have had a V8. No, I should have brought that tool that I was guided to bring. And this happened not once, not twice, not 3 times. It happened over and over and over again, where I saw, funny, a hawk just flew over. And I'm just going to mention that a hawk is seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from a higher perspective. And that's what our guidance does for us. Our intuition gives us a different perspective, because we're channeling. When we get intuition, we're channeling from our high selves, from the angels, from the ascended masters, guidance from a much higher perspective than we could possibly have here on this earth plane. And so when we argue with that divine guidance, with the universal guidance, what happens is we are proven wrong over and over again. And what we start to notice is that the guidance that we're given is absolutely spot on accurate. Now, how do you know the difference between guidance and your own mental chatter? Well, that's a good question. One of the ways is just to notice, does it stay in your mind, or does it float through and gone, and then you try to grasp it and you can't remember what it was? Guidance comes in that way. When we channel, it comes from another place, another source, comes through the brain. We hear it or we see it, witness it, and then it's gone. If we don't write it down immediately, we won't remember it. That's how you tell it was guidance. It's something we don't remember. So what did I do? After seeing over and over again that the tool that was highlighted in the barn was the accurate one, was the one that I needed to finish the job, and it happened for me over and over again. I saw that the guidance I received was true, was spot on accurate, and was there to assist me. So there's a couple of things that we need to do in order to be able to receive guidance. And the first thing is we need to love ourselves, because when we love ourselves, we open our heart and we are more grounded in our body and less fearful. Because when we're in fear, we're not going to be able to receive the guidance because of the noise. Perfect, the noise that's in our brain. That you don't want to do that. Why would you do that? The questioning, the internal ego mind chatter and chomping. It's like monkey chatter. So loving ourselves helps to open our hearts, but trust is another aspect of self-love. When, you know, maybe as children our parents didn't trust us, and then we learned to not trust ourselves. But trust is a huge part of being able to listen and receive the guidance, utilizing it, resting assuredly that it is accurate. So trust, if you trust yourself, you will trust the guidance you receive. If you don't trust yourself, you're going to do what I did in the barn. You won't listen. You will fight it. You will ignore it. You will stubbornly argue with the guidance until you see that it was correct. So what could you do to help yourself increase intuition? Well, there's quite a few things that you can do. Quiet the noise in your brain by meditating. And if you sit quietly in silence on a daily basis, you're going to find that you become more in the flow. You're going to be able to receive more easily. So sitting in silence, in meditation, you could use a mantra like I love me. It will help to quiet the brain, but give yourself something to do. So daily meditation is one way. Learning to love yourself is another, and I have all kinds of free resources on my website, jenniferelizabethmasters.com, that will help you love yourself. You can Google, how do I love myself? Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and you'll find all kinds of archived articles and videos that will help you. Another thing that you could do is take a course. You could take a course. I know there are people out there, as someone has told me, charging $27,000 to teach you how to use your intuition. Or you could take my Akashic Records course for $297 and learn how to read the Akashic Records and be able to channel information with ease. So there's more information about that coming. But what I will say about the intuition is when you are able to trust your intuition, there's more ease in life. You have a lot more fun because you are guided like I was yesterday. Thursday afternoon, I'm in the middle of preparing for a live event with my coaching group, and I heard, check the price of airline tickets. And here's what happens. In my little brain, I'm going, but Thursday's not the best day to buy a ticket. But I listened to the guidance instead of arguing. I went online immediately. I checked the prices from Santa Barbara to Denver for my birthday trip to visit my kids. And you'll never guess what I found. The cheapest ticket I have ever found, $137. Maybe it's not the best airline. However, it gives me extra time with my kids. I'll have extra money to spend because I'm not spending it on the ticket. So when we trust the guidance we receive, we'll find our soul purpose. We'll find how to live a better life. We'll find the best partners. We'll find the best thing for us to do in our business. We'll be able to tap into our inner guidance for all areas of our life. Whether we should spend the money, whether we should get the dog, whether we should take the trip. So our guidance helps us in all aspects of our life. And when we start to tap into it, we become in the flow as opposed to fighting with life. And I'll give you another, for instance, story. So initially, when I wanted to take this trip to Colorado for my birthday, I was planning this because it's a big birthday. I won't tell you which one. I'm still 18 inside. But I was planning this trip to Colorado for over a year because I knew this birthday was coming. And when I mentioned it to my son David, he said, "Oh, we're going away that weekend." I was crestfallen. I was upset. I won't say heartbroken. I was hurt. And so rather than fight it, I let it go. Because when we trust the process of life, which we start to do when we take on the intuition, we know that everything in our life is orchestrated for our highest and best. So when you begin to trust you trust the universe, you trust the process. I let it all go. When I bought the ticket, next thing I know, I'm staying a couple of extra days that I wasn't planning. David calls me today and says, "Oh, Mom, we'd love to have you. I'll pick you up Thursday night and you can stay with us, and I can still go away with my wife to celebrate her best friend's birthday." So you see, when you let go, and as so many people say, let go and let God, or let go and let the universe, you're in the flow. You're not fighting, you're receiving. And wondrous gifts and miracles start to happen when you trust. And these are things that I help my clients do. I help you love yourself. I help you find the magic in the daily life. I help you step into the flow. And I help you to have the intuition expanded exponentially and quickly. I'll teach you how to read the Akashic Records. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. Thanks so much for watching. Much love today. Have a great weekend.